Hello, friends. Welcome in my series of finance, accounting, taxation, and corporate law. Friends, in my last video, I discussed briefly about the IPO process in India. During the IPO process, one of the important factor that need to be incorporated by any company who is launching IPO is they have to initially appoint a SEBI registered merchant banker, and the merchant banker accordingly give advice, suggestion as per the regulatory requirement how to uh, implement the IPO process in India. So he is a guide, he is a advisor, he is a coach for any new IPO that any company wants to launch. But today I am not going to talk about the IPO process. Today I have taken up the important concept which is relevant for the IPO process is who are the merchant bankers and what is the use of the merchant banker. So in the simple sense, merchant banker is a financially specialist or institution, or it can be individual, that provide non-depository services like underwriting services, corporate advisory services, fundraising, merger acquisitions, and guidance to the large corporations or even very high net worth individuals. So they focus on capital market as well as the international trade rather than the traditional retail banking what normal commercial banking used to do in the retail form. So what are the key uses example of the merchant banker especially, or we can say what kind of services the banker is usually provide. One is managing public issue. As I have already discussed in my last video, merchant banker is basically a manager to an issue, and he advise to the company the entire launching process of IPO. So he assists the companies in launching the IPO to raise capital from the public. He also provides the capital advisory and merger and acquisition services, corporate restructuring services, divestiture services. So there are so many corporate restructuring services. The help of the merchant banker normally companies takes. Also, it provides underwriting services, guaranteeing of sale of securities, whether it is bond or shares during a public offering. It underwrite the issue and it gives the guarantee of during sale of securities. Private placement services also provide placing securities directly with the investors like venture capitalists instead of public offering. And project counseling also, so it helps the prepare project report, finding financial support and managing documentation of the project. And portfolio management services, so managing the investment portfolio for clients, particularly in securities trading. So synonyms and closely related terms of the merchant banker: investment banker. In many contexts, especially in the US, UK countries, these terms are used interchangeably, where merchant bankers or investment bankers seems to be similar. So as both focus on corporate finance and securities. Sometimes it is also sometimes merchant banker is also called financial advisor or a consultant. So specifically in the context of corporate restructuring or a project advisory, he is known by the name consultant or financial advisory. Issue manager, so he can also be termed as issue manager, primarily focus on issuing of new share. Then in that case he also known by the name issue manager. Acceptance house, a traditional term for firm specializing in financing international trade, particularly in UK. So where merchant banker is also known as acceptance house. So these all names are synonyms and closely related with the merchant banker. So somewhere their roles and responsibilities and services are overlapping each other, but meaning almost significantly the same meaning of all these terms. So merchant banker differ from commercial bank because they do not provide check taking services for the general public, focusing instead of fee based corporate service in India. So in India particularly, the merchant bankers are regulated by the Securities and Exchange Board of India. So Securities and Exchange Board of India has issued several regulations with respect to the management and the regulation, or how to regulate the merchant banking services in India. So there are a lot of companies that are providing the merchant banking services in India. Almost all banks are also providing. So they are regulated and controlled by the Securities and Exchange Board of India through various regulations and notifications time to time issued by the SEBI. So I hope, my dear friends, you are very well aware about the merchant banking, and your query about the merchant banking services has been resolved now. If in case you find something you are not able to understand, you can write me and text me in the through the video comments forum, where I will reply your query with respect to the merchant banking services or IPO process in India. And hope you are liking my video and your queries are being timely resolved. And I'll try my best to reply your queries through comment itself, or you can WhatsApp me on my number 9811922260. I will connect with you, and if in case any kind of consultancy of you require with respect to costing, financing services, or income tax services, GST and all, you can connect me. My number is 9811192260. So friends, let's meet in my upcoming new video, where I will be sharing something new in front of you. So till then, stay happy and Jai Hind.